Welcome to Transmissions Alt Mode, where we talk about all news, comics, and media related to the Transformers. On this episode, we have Rise of the Beast digital release information, a last-minute TFcon guest announcement, and a ton of SDCC panel news. Today is Friday, July 14th, 2023, and this is episode 346 of Transmissions Alt Mode.
Welcome to Transmissions Alt Mode, the podcast that has once again gotten FOMO for SDCC as we go through their schedule. My name is Daryl, aka the Cybertronian Beast, and I am joined by the excellent Transmissions team, Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hello.
And Apollo, aka Robo Apollo.
Hi, everyone. Let's talk Transformers.
All right. We start off the show every time by talking about our Donatreons. We love them.
That was perfect.
You got me.
I got you, Daryl.
We love our Donatreons and a good Coke can crack. As we do a lot of stuff for our Donatreons as much as we possibly can. We're human beings. We have lives. And we have two great shows that we put out. The first one is our We Like Big Bots. That is something that I like to put together with Dr. Pants. And we have only 10 episodes out there right now, but we're going to get some more done soon. So if you are a Donatreon of the show, and if you're a new Donatreon of the show, you have 10 episodes to catch up on, but there are more coming. So be on the lookout for those. And something else that we do, or we have available to you, is our big backlog of Empire of Rust episodes, and that is put together by our awesome producer and editor Mike, and he has got 105 episodes now, I think, of this thing.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah,
well, it's really 106 because they had two episode 100.
Exactly. We've talked about this ad nauseum, but yeah, I mean, Mike, you can't just call two episodes one. It's not. You can't do that. So the 105th episode is called One Grenade, Blue Grenade, and it is exclusively available to Donatreons. You get the early bonus uncut version of that, and then the regular edited version will be available in 1 week's time. So, that's very cool. And if you're into that kind of stuff, then there's a lot of episodes to catch up on. And something else that we have available, and this is not just for Donatrons, this is for everybody, is our Toy Hacks code. So you can take a look. If you are looking to buy something from Toy Hacks, then use our code. It's TFMPOD07. Sorry, that's 07. So TF Transformers, MP, I don't know what the M's for. TF movie, maybe? I don't know. Podcast 07. Super easy to remember. And that'll give you a 15% off of Toy Hacks. So go ahead and use that on your next order. And we're gonna get the show started. I think that's enough of the preamble. I don't know why Charles takes so long with it. This is what I mean, like 3 minutes here. He's like usually 15 minutes with this. I know he gets paid by the minute. It's crazy. Let's get into some comics news. All right. Well, this is not really comics news. I just kind of made it up at the start of the show because this week we are on Friday when this episode comes out. So this has already been released, but Void Rivals #1, we've talked about it before. We reviewed it already, but the second printing of this comic is out this week. So on July the 12th, which was 2 days ago, The second printing of this book came out, and the covers for the second printing both feature Transformers on them. So they both feature Jetfire. And so cover A is the one that you're seeing on the screen right now. It has Jetfire standing in front of an Autobot insignia. And this is a cover, I believe it's done by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah, this was the super exclusive cover in the first printing.
This is not the same one.
It's not? I mean, it follows the same Jetfire.
Mm-hmm.
Jetfire is the same character, but this is not the same cover.
Okay.
You can, I'll show you it later, but this is a different cover. So this is a cover A, and cover B is available too, and this is also featuring Jetfire, but this is a homage cover to a very special book that came out. I don't know when it came out. Early 80s, late 70s. It's a Sesame Street book. Jeremy, what's the title of that Sesame Street book?
It is the monster at the end of this book, starring lovable furry. I can't remember all the descriptions, but starring Grover.
It's a Grover book. Yeah.
He, as you go through, he's trying to stop you from turning the page. It's a very cute book, and I love this homage.
It's a fantastic homage. Unfortunately, I don't know the artist on this cover, but you might. I mean, we might have it on the page you were looking at here, but
it says cover art Mars Jr. Not sure.
Okay.
First name.
I might be able to get it. Give me 1 second here. Let me see here.
This is so adorable. Like I pre-ordered this too. Like it's just so adorable.
Oh yeah, it's a very cute cover. I just have it as Mars Jr. here in my my thing as well. So yeah. But this is a very cool one. So it's not very common for a second printing to have two covers. So this is really neat that they're doing two covers for this. I think they're seeing that Transformers fans are going to buy everything. So, so yeah, Void Rivals #1, second printing was out 2 days ago, and it has two covers to get, both featuring Jetfire. One is an homage to a lovable Sesame Street book from the late 70s, early 80s. So there you go. And that's it for comics news. All right. In media news this week, we are going to start off by talking about some Rise of the Beast back to school items. I can't believe we're talking about back to school already. This is crazy. The kid just got out of school. So first up, we are going to look at, I got to open this link. I haven't even actually opened it for myself. We got a Transformers Rise of the Beast backpack. So we got this backpack to look at, and there's a bunch of other crazy crap as well.
Different backpacks. Yeah,
so we've got two different backpacks. One's a standard, backpack. The other one's got a bunch of crazy stuff all attached with it as well. You got a water bottle in there too, a pencil case. It looks like it's a 5-piece set. Actually, I'm looking at it here. You see, so it's got a lunch bag, and a water bottle, pencil case, and I think it's a little some ball dangler, squish ball dangler. I guess that's a thing. Actually my daughter has one on her backpack right now. I don't know, is that something that people have? Whatever.
Like a stress ball.
This is school real stressful.
Yeah.
Now.
Elementary school.
Yeah.
Well, so they give them homework. It's stressful, right?
My kids
they don't get homework anymore.
He has not homework yet.
My daughter just graduated 8th grade. Not a day's worth of homework at all. These kids have it so easy. So easy.
Wow.
Anyway, the next piece of merchandise is a lunchbox or lunch bag. I guess they don't get boxes anymore. And this is also Rise of the Beast. The next one is a water bottle. This one has, I see Primal and Cheetor on there. I'm assuming the rest are on there as well. And then the last one is once again another backpack. So 3 backpacks. a couple lunch bags, a bunch of different stuff. So back to school, we're going to see a bunch more of this stuff as we go along.
Yeah, interesting. No RC or Air Razor on there. It's very targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have some Transformers Rise of the Beast combiner concept art by Marcelo Mater. So this is from Marcelo's Instagram account, and he shared with us some concept images for the Rise of the Beast Alliance, Beast Combiners, Bumblebee and Snarl Saber, and Optimus Primal and Skull Cruncher. That that line of figures, did that not go through quality control? Did they not realize that the word beast is in the name 3 times?
I don't think any of their names
No.
go through quality control. I mean,
No.
you have the
Transformers Rise of the
Oh.
Beast Alliance, Beast
Yeah.
Combiners.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the
what
word
about
beast.
buzzworthy Bumblebee line.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just insane. But they have the word beast
Yeah.
twice next to each other. Anyway, so we're looking at these concept images, and they look pretty cool. And then they've also included in this set of photos pictures of the actual items. Honestly, I like Marcelo's pictures better than how
Yeah.
the items actually turned out.
Yeah.
The pictures of the concept images look way cooler.
Yeah.
All right, and one more item for me is the Rise of the Beast concept art and other material Roundup 2. So last week we talked about the Roundup 1. This is another Roundup, and again, this is just a dump of concept images. This is something, if you are into concepts and other types of previs images, stuff that they use to make the movie that they don't use in the movie, kind of thing. It's like it's concept art. So yeah. There's some really cool images in here. One of Pablo, aka Wheeljack, with some real heavy duty tires on him, some off-roading tires, because he didn't have that in the movie. Yeah, it's some neat images. Some real cool image here. I don't know where you are in the images, but the real image here of Nightbird in alt mode. I still think just down a little bit there. Keep going.
Wow, there's so many images.
Yeah.
Up, you missed it.
This one?
Up. Nope.
No, that's
TFcon Bloodhound.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
Bloodhound.
Right there. Yep, that one.
Wow.
That is a cool image, and I still feel that Nightbird's alt mode was underutilized. She was a very, very cool looking car in that movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a really wicked looking image here. So yeah. Anyway, if you're into this kind of stuff, take a look at this gallery. There's a bunch of stuff here. And yeah, Apollo, you mentioned it. You kind of spotted it there. There's this image of Bloodhound, TFcon Bloodhound, by Shane Baxley. This character was not in the movie. So yeah. This is really
spectacular art.
Yeah, there's if you go a couple images earlier, you'll actually see him this character in robot mode as well. So yeah, looks a little bit more Michael Bay-esque, but yeah.
And I can also see why they wanted to limit. Like, if you look at the TFcons, they all are different looking, easy to make out each one, except for the millions of Scorponocks.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think that was a wise choice not to have 2 sports car TFcons.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, that's all for me. Apollo, you got something?
Yeah. So Art of VFX sat down with Matt Eitekin, Mike Perry, and Kevin Etsy of Weta FX for a lengthy interview regarding their work on Transformers Rise of the Beast. And so there's this whole interview here where they're talking about um, getting involved with on this on the movie, and then how they use their experience with apes for Ape Link and Optimus Primal. You can read this full interview at of VFX on their website. And there's a picture here. It's in an early render. It looks like of Ape Link and Optimus Primal talking at the beginning of the movie, and you can see like all the different colored components on Ape Link there, and Optimus Primal's in grayscale. So that's my first bit of news there. The next news is we've got Transformers Rise of the Beast streaming release to include bonus content. So we've received word that the upcoming streaming release of Transformers Rise of the Beast will include bonus content, very much like the release of the Mario Brothers movie. And there is 92 minutes of bonus content. There is no news on what is in the bonus content.
Well, the next story actually has a list of them.
Oh, okay.
If you want to jump over.
Okay, so let's jump to that one. So we have right here the Blu-ray features list for the, and this is going to be the 92 minutes that we referred to earlier. So we've got special features which include heroes, villains, human affairs, life in the 90s, the chase, the Battle of Ellis Island, the Switchback attack, Into the Jungle, the final conflict, the Transit Depot alternate opening deleted scene, which is that one we've talked about on the show here, the Cave Switchback / alternate / extended, Are You Ready deleted scene, This Can't Be Real, Noah Comes Home, the Maximal Crest, and the alternate ending. So that's pretty interesting. Are there ones that you're interested in, Jeremy or Daryl?
I want to see that transit scene and alternate ending.
Yeah.
Anything that has like the extended of what was in the movie. I kind of want to see what was in there, what was cut out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really curious about the ending, the alternate ending too. Like maybe they So the video on demand release date is going to be July 11th, 2023, 12 a.m. Eastern time, according to Amazon.
So that was this past Monday because time travel.
Time traveling to the future.
Yeah, tomorrow, a few days ago.
Yes.
Yeah, we did verify on Amazon the release date if you wanted to pre-order it. You can get it physically, digitally there or everywhere else.
Yeah, I'm excited to see all those deleted scenes. I'm ready. Get my popcorn, watch it for a fourth time. Not in movie theaters.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, let's with all that media news out of the way, and that's a lot less Rise of the Beast stuff than I was expecting, so that's kind of nice. Let's move on to some convention news. There can't be that much to talk about, eh, Jeremy?
No. All right. So for convention news, I think we're going to start off with Apollo, actually, talking about Skybound Northwest, which she went to last weekend, and just kind of see how the convention was.
Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. So yes, I went to Skybound Northwest last weekend. It was in Kent, Washington, which is just outside of Seattle, Washington. And it was a really fun convention. I have never felt more welcomed at a convention before, or had convention staff that took such care of us artists and the vendors there. They had someone who was walking around giving us water, and also like offering to watch our tables when we had to go to the restroom or go and get food, which inevitably had to happen at least once during the day. But this is a with Sybefest Northwest. This was their 10th anniversary this year. I had only gone to the convention previously last year, which it was still, kind of, the post-COVID days where you had to like wear, masks were optional, that kind of thing. There was a lower attendance. Well, this was the biggest Sybefest Northwest, biggest convention they've ever had in the history of the convention. This takes place in the Kent Commons Community Center, and they had a whole basketball court that was the vendor hall and artist alley. So us artists were up front in the room in the first row, and then the rest of the show were people selling toys. It was really incredible seeing the amount of vendors there and the amount of people from the public that came. That was really cool. There were panels going on all day, and they were hosted by Mike Seibert, who's a friend of the show. And he was really busy with that most of the day. It was incredible. And it really felt like a convention. Last year when I went, it was a lot smaller. But this year it felt like I haven't been to TFcon in a few years. The last time I went was in the fall of 2019 to TFcon DC. And it seems like the vendor hall, it felt like it was similar in size to that convention. So, but it was all independent vendors. There wasn't any like big shops there, TF Source or Chosen Prime or anything like that. These are just, it's a fan run convention with fans who are selling their toys and buying toys. So it was really cool, and people are really friendly. As I showed off in trips to the store, I got a lot of free stuff, which was incredible, and it was really cool. They had a special guest this year, which was Paul Eiding, who did the voice of Perceptor from G1 from Transformers the movie. And he is a really sweet man. I got to meet him at afterwards. We were at the Panera, and I got to talk with him for a few minutes because I didn't have a chance to during the show. And he's a really nice guy.
That's awesome.
So if you're in the Pacific Northwest, this convention happens in July of, so just keep that in mind. So.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. I think all of these like smaller regional conventions, we probably need to spend more time, learning about and talking with the organizers and stuff, because it's not everyone can make it to a TFcon or a big show, and we have DairyCon up here. There's Sybefest over in the Northwest, and I think there's TF Expo in Kansas. There's all these little shows that probably need a little bit more attention.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah,
Paul Eiding's going to be at TFcon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll ask him about this crazy lady that started talking to him at Panera Bread.
Yeah, you can ask him. But yeah, like it was no, it was fun. And also with the differences between this convention and TFcon, it's only for one day. And they have people who, I believe it's for people who pre-order early their badges. They can go in an hour before the show officially opens. So they can go in at 10 and do their shopping, and then the show opens and it's from 11 to 5. So it's a very short window of, time to buy things. And then we did have some cosplayers there. I did also run into Swerve's Bar podcast, 2 of the 3 co-hosts for that. So that was really cool seeing them and actually getting to meet them in person. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun seeing familiar faces and making new friends too.
Awesome. Cool.
So that's my report on Sybefest Northwest.
Great. All right. Well, let's get into TFcon, which is this weekend. As we are recording this and this is released, TFcon Toronto, July 14th through 16th. One of the final announcements, probably, or guest announcements, is Michael Charles Hill, who was a writer on G1, and he did a number of really well-known episodes. He worked on The Gambler, Starscream's Brigade, The Killing Jar, Ghost of the Machine, The Burden Hardest to Bear, and The Return of Optimus Prime Part 2. So, I mean, a few heavy-hitting episodes in that list. So he'll be in a Q&A panel and in autograph sessions all weekend. So it'll be great seeing another G1 writer, coming to the convention.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Next, we go over to TF Nation in the UK, which will be August 11th through 13th. And comic book artist Ed Peary is going to be returning to TF Nation. He was a fan artist for years, and now he has assisted on colors with John Paul Bove a number of times, and then officially did cover art for IDW with Transformers issue 20. And then he provided covers for the ongoing Transformers and Beast Wars books and interior artwork on Transformers issue 43, The Fate of Cybertron special. So awesome seeing, fan artists that make it into becoming professional artists. And, he will be there. And I'm sure if you follow his socials, he'll have any commission information there. So I think that is it for conventions, right? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Next week is San Diego Comic-Con. We have a ton of stuff for San Diego, and I basically just went through the panel list and searched for Transformers and pulled out a bunch of what I thought was going to be most interesting to people. And we're obviously going to start it with the on Saturday from 4:15 to 5:15 p.m. room 6A. Skybound is putting out Transformers and G.I. Joe Return in the Inner John universe. This panel has I didn't have those notes here, but this is going to have everyone involved in the Inner John universe. Robert Kirkman, Daryl, I'm doing it too. Daniel Warren Johnson, Joshua Williamson, and Sean Makowitz, who he's the publisher of Skybound. They are going to be revealing the secrets behind the most anticipated comics of 2023. So I'm excited to hear what comes out of this panel. This is probably one of the most got the most excitement in all of comics right now. Just kind of the buzz around it seems to be pretty high, especially with so many like TV and movie companies pulling out. San Diego is going to be more about the comics than it has been in a long time. So this is going to be great. And so this is probably the big Transformers related panel, although there is another Transformers media related panel, and that is all a bot Transformers Earthspark. This is Thursday, July 20th from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. in room 24 ABC. And this is put on by Paramount Plus and Hasbro and Nickelodeon. And this is all about Earthspark. It's going to have screening of never before seen content, and you're going to be treated to a sneak peek of behind the scenes visuals from upcoming new episodes, including the special 1 hour season finale that is going to be debuting later this summer. And if you're there, you're going to be able to win prizes. They're going to have a Transformers themed trivia contest.
Wow.
So,
oh, exciting.
Yeah. So, those are like the big Transformers related media panels. But then there's also a masterclass writing for animation and comics Thursday, July 20th, 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. in room 10. And this is just about writing for, like it says, writing for animation and comics. But Tim Sheridan, who we talked to, he worked on the Netflix series. Also, Brandon Easton, who we've talked to many times about some of the comics and the Netflix series. They're going to be on this panel. along with a bunch of other people. Jeremy Adams, who recently ended his run on the Flash. He's doing a lot of big DC stuff. So if you're into the writing side of creation, I thought that'd be interesting. There is a spotlight on Janice Chiang, and she is a comics letterer going back for 40 years, and she worked on the original Transformers Marvel series. So this is a discussion with her and Justin Otero about her whole career and Asian representation in comics. And we always have in the IDW run have talked about letterers, and I don't think we've, the letterers in the 80s have gotten, as much credit. And, I when I saw that and I saw her credits, Black Panther, Transformers, Thundercats, Alpha Flight, Buffy and the Vampire, Red Sonja, Master of Kung Fu, Barbie, Indiana Jones, Moon Knight, Doom Patrol, and Superman Smashes the Klan. Just a few of her credits, and that is a lot of stuff. So, awesome seeing that, she's getting a spotlight. And that one is, I mentioned the time, that's Friday, July 21st, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in room 4. Science Fiction and Comics, Friday, July 21st, 3 to 4 p.m. in room 29AB, is all about basically epic space battles, transformative mutant powers, double-edged sword of AI, parallel Earths, and multiple realities. And this is going to have some familiar names. John Barber, Chris Mowry, and among other people. So if you're going to be talking about multiverse stuff in sci-fi, John Barber is a good person to have on your panel.
Mm-hmm.
There is Cartoon Voices 1 and 2. This is put on by Mark Evanier. He puts on voice acting panels at every San Diego Comic-Con. This time he has 2. In one, Dave Finroy is going to be one of the guests. He is in the Robots in Disguise 2015 series as Overload. He's also been in some of the games, like some of the live action movie related games. And Cartoon Voices 2 has Frank Tadaro, who recently was on Transformers in the Netflix show.
Mm-hmm.
He is our favorite Megatron. And it also has, both of these panels have lots of well-known people as well, like Maurice LaMarche, Fred Tatasciore. So lots of awesome voice actors there. So that is, the first one is Saturday, July 22nd from 1 to 2:30 p.m. room 6 BCF. The second one is Sunday, July 23rd, 11:45 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. room 6A. And then the last one I'm going to mention here is Pitching Film, Television, and Animation, July 23rd, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. room 29AB. And this is just talking about pitching your show, and I included it because Maycat, who worked on Cyberverse,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she's also worked on the Netflix series some, right?
Yeah.
I believe she did. Yeah, so
Yeah, Kingdom.
Kingdom. Yeah, so she's going to be one of the guests on that panel. So, lots of kind of industry related panels, but I always find that interesting. In the merch side of things with San Diego Comic-Con, we have some more exclusives here that are media related. Artist Chris Mays has this art print, and let me grab this so I can actually read the description here. This is a retro style Optimus Prime kind of, I would say it's more of a Dreamwave style. It's a 5x5 inch print. It's $8. So very affordable. It does not include the frame that you see in the picture, but if you want to check that out. Next, we have some Super 7 releases. These are, let me get this. Trying to get this picture. Oh, the picture doesn't link. Oh, here we go. All right. This is a T-shirt based on the Goodbye Megatron figure set. Daryl, can you talk a little bit about the Goodbye Megatron set? Like the
It's
classic one.
Yeah, it's a Japanese only release where they released it with the movie, and it was a 2-pack with Starscream and Megatron, and they called it Goodbye Megatron because of what happened in the movie.
Right. And they did a
Oh.
Goodbye Convoy as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's like interesting.
Goodbye
So-
Convoy was paired. I mean,
Yeah.
that's Optimus paired with who is he
Here.
paired with? Scroll up.
With
Yeah,
Reveler
two
and-
characters who were not in the
What?
movie.
Yeah.
What? That's so random.
Yeah.
So
Both of those sets, both of them are exceedingly rare and very valuable.
Oh, thanks for adding that.
So
Yeah.
so here we have a shirt based on the box art images of Megatron and Starscream. And then we also have they are doing a Goodbye Megatron Super 7 figure. And here we see it. You can take off Megatron's chest and kind of see the inside. And then they have like the box art for this Megatron resembles the Japanese box art. So it's just it's something that I wouldn't have ever thought to do, but it's a great exclusive. So this is a 12-inch Super Cyborg Megatron figure, and I don't have a price on here. I would imagine it's going to be the figure is going to be pretty expensive. The shirt will probably be more reasonable. And then the last thing we have here and is just Marcelo Mater is going to, I think this is an Artist Alley booth DD20. He's going to have a sketchbook. And if you are a fan of awesome Transformers art, Marcelo Mater is up there in, the premier artists that we have worked on Transformers. I mean, there's a reason Hasbro and Paramount use him in some of their like development stuff. So if you're going to San Diego, check him out, buy a sketchbook. Again, I don't know how much this is going to cost, but it looks here, their website is artiststation.com/Marcelo Mater. But check him out. Check out all the other artists in Artist Alley. I couldn't find anyone when I searched for Transformers in Artist Alley, so I'm not sure if any of the other familiar Transformers artists are going to be at San Diego. I imagine there will be some. I mean, I know some live on the West Coast, and it's easier for them to get to. But I didn't see any names when I was like looking for names when I searched for Transformers. Only Marcelo came up. So that is our convention news this week. It's a lot of stuff.
A lot of news.
It's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. So this is convention season. It's like the busiest season, and next week I'm not sure what our show is going to look like because we're going to TFcon. Maybe we'll just have Apollo just put together the shows by herself. her and Mike.
Did I sign up for that? Yeah,
No.
Yeah, you can bring Mike Seibert on, or our Mike too.
Yeah, you can have both of them.
Yeah, look at the two mics.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out what next week's show is going to look like. One of them is going to be the podcast panel, I'm sure. But yeah.
Well, hit us up if you need help. You need like a, filler show. I'm sure we can find something to talk about.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, we will take it from there and move it right into the end of the show because we got nothing else here. But with that, I want to thank everybody for. You don't have a transition or anything like that here, eh?
No,
No,
not at the
great.
end of the show.
Okay,
No.
all right, fantastic. All right,
I mean, I can
so
play the in-slide music.
So we like to thank all of our Donatreons and especially the Masterpiece Donatreons, John Forex Levengood and Demon Tech 82 for helping us out and being Masterpiece Donatreons. That is pretty awesome of you guys. It is it's nice and it warms our heart to know that you guys are sticking with us, especially at that level. It's something that brings us back every week. So thanks a lot, guys. You're awesome. And after the live stream we did a few weeks back about Rise of the Beast, we really want to do more of that stuff. So look forward to that once TFcon's done and we can have some time to plan things in person because we can get a lot accomplished when we're all sitting at the table together. So that tends to happen when we're all together. And then so
our 13th anniversary is coming up in just a few weeks, or not 13th, our 10th anniversary on August 13th.
Right.
That's just a few weeks away.
An actual anniversary. I mean, I don't know. I've lost count at this point. I don't remember my own anniversary. My actual, Jeremy's wedding anniversary and my wedding anniversary are like within the same week.
It's like a day apart.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we're both spending them at TFcon. How's that? So,
I mean, we both married up and have very forgiving wives.
Yeah, mine's just happy to spend the weekend at a hotel and get to do her own thing. So yeah, she's like, I don't have to spend time with you. Fantastic. So
it's time to miss you though.
Yes, that's exactly what she's thinking.
Then she'll miss you.
Yeah.
She's just thinking, how much is he spending?
Yeah. But yeah. This is the end of the show. There's nothing else to talk about. The next time you guys hear us, we'll be at TFcon. We'll be reporting back. So, I mean, there might be something. We're working on something, but who knows what might happen? Before then.
We usually try to live stream the third-party panel. So
yeah, look for that.
Look for our YouTube page.
Yep. Keep on the lookout for that. We do tend to tweet all that stuff out. Follow us on all the socials. We didn't mention that in the toy show, but that's all the socials. Threads. Get on the threads. What are we calling these things?
I'm waiting
threads?
At this point to start a new one. I'm waiting.
Is it? It's not
I'm waiting.
Tweets on the Twitters. It's twads on the thread.
I think it's just you start a thread.
You just start a thread. I don't know.
As you can see, we have transmissions_podcast on threads.
You didn't even put a logo up?
I have not done anything yet.
Like
oh my goodness.
But yeah.
At least you got the username.
Yeah. So anyway, we're working on threads. We still have Twitter. It still exists. We're going to be on Facebook, so look for that too, because Facebook is still the master. I don't know why, but it still has everybody on it. So whatever. Yeah, all this stuff, the third party panel, it's all going to be out there, and we're gonna live stream it if we can. So look for that.
Guys, I'm gonna miss you guys.
Yeah.
I wish I could be there.
You can.
Yeah, there's still time, right? There's still time.
Just do it. I mean, it's as you're listening to this, it's Friday, so it's late now. But as we're recording it, you have time.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks everyone for watching and listening. I'm gonna say goodbye, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.